watching Thrifty Kaniffy.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Well, today we're going to be taking a look at a Rough Rider knife. This one from the Silver Select series. It's got the custom channel inlay. This is the Sowbelly Stockman Black Pearl. Now the significance of this knife is pretty grand because I've been looking for this for 2.5 years now. For those that have been watching the channel for any length of time, you know that I have made an attempt to collect all the Rough Rider Sowbelly 3-bladed knives that they've ever made, and came to the conclusion there were 49 of them. I had 48 up until this one, and now I have completed my collection, and it is current, up to date as of 2024. So any of the new releases, I'll just jump on those as they come out, and I won't have to go and try to find any of the older ones. So that's kind of nice, and we'll get into this knife now. But really happy to have found it. This is, again, with the RI spelling on the box. And the Silver Select series was sort of the premium line of the time before Rough Rider Reserve was ever a thing. Model number here, RR986. Of course, country of origin is China. Let's put that off to the side for a moment as we take a look at the knife. Beautiful design on this, 3 3/4 inches closed. You have the 3-blade design with the clip points, sheepfoot, and spey blades. There are your inlays there, make it a part of the Silver Select series. These happen to be black, and then you have the black pearl along with it. Sort of the iridescence there you can see, kind of changes in the light. Really very nicely done. You have these fancy bolsters, the nickel silver bolsters on either end here. Got like the tips with the diamond pattern, and then 2 nice thin threads on the bolsters. All those inlays are really well done. You'd really just, it's remarkable how well they've done these. You can see how they've separated the black with these little nickel silver spacers in between. So it seems to be really well constructed. And no gapping on the back springs. They do sit a little proud of the liners, but that's not a big deal. You can see it, they just sort of step a little bit, but otherwise pretty nicely done. No windows into the channel. And there's your top-down view. You can see how they've crinked this blade here. Sheepfoot blade to construct it. But the Sowbelly pattern just been one of my favorites, and I decided to go after that sort of in the early days of my collecting. When I first got the RR130, which is the white smooth bone. And from there, I just tried to find everyone since. And a lot of eBay hunting and searching has turned up a lot of great finds from the past in Rough Rider knives. And now, like I said, I've got all 49 of them. And then a few of the variations as well. They really do have quite a few variations on these Sowbellys as they release them over time. You know, they would make little running changes in production, and some of those I've kind of tried to acquire because they're a little different, but you know, you could really drive yourself mad trying to find all of them. But this was one that I just did not even have at all, and I had begun to think I wasn't going to, because I'd only ever seen pictures of it, never an actual knife that someone was selling, or even like just showing off on some forum or something like that. So really cool that I actually was able to find that. Got a tip from somebody on IG at the moment, Instagram, and they pointed me in the right direction, and I jumped right on it. So I want to give them a big thank you. But you have this version here with the model number and then China below it. And I always thought it was curious that they always change the way they've etched the blade. So sometimes they'll have the model numbers, sometimes they won't. There you can see it's etched 440 razor sharp steel. That used to be a stamp at one time, and they went away from that. So just a lot of little minor changes over the years. There's your horseshoe tank stamp. See if we can get a better look at that. All the grease on it. There you go, RI design, the RI spelling. And then you get the horse there in between the horseshoe that says, oh, what tested sharp. Pretty cool. It's got pretty good pull on it. I'd say it's, I don't know, maybe about 6.5, something like that. Really comfortable in the hand. These Sowbellys always true to form when it comes to comfort. Like the little narrower clip point blades. You see the grind's a bit heavy. It's coming up a little bit higher than normal. But looks like they've done it pretty consistently on both sides. But does appear to be quite sharp. And if we look at the sheepfoot blade, turn it over for the nail nick. Nail nick is over here. We've got another heavy kind of grind there. They put the tang stamp on this blade as well. Of course, those matte stripe pulls that they use throughout their run. A little heavier on the other side, I'd say. So the geometry probably not as good as it could be. But the pull on that one, yeah, I'd say it's about 6 as well, 6.5. And our final blade is the spey blade. Let's have a look at that. See if we can get this out of the way. This one's got quite a strong pull on it. I give that one about a 7.5, 8. Again, the horseshoe tang stamp on this one. And a nice blade ground on this one's a little better done. That side, a little heavy. Geometry on that one, not fantastic either. A little heavier on one side than the other. But let's take a measure of each of the blades. So our clip point blade. Again, these are in 440 stainless steel, 440A. You get a full length on the clip point blade of about 2 5/8, let's call it. And then a cutting edge right about 2 1/4. So nice design there, going to be UK legal. Our sheepfoot blade right at 2 inches full length. And just about 1 5/8 cutting edge. And again, we'll look at the spey blade. Yeah, that one's definitely got a firmer pull to it. Maybe it just needs to be moved a little bit. Might be getting, yeah, might be time to give it some new oil. But you have a total length on that one just over 2 inches. Maybe a 2 1/16 there. And then a cutting edge just a little over 1 5/8. So yeah, really cool 3-blade design. I'm digging it. Gonna go wonderfully into the collection. And as sort of a little treat for you guys, instead of just showing more photos of this particular knife, I've decided to kind of do a rundown of all the 49 different Sowbelly. So our slideshow feature today is going to be a little different than the norm, as I kind of give you guys a look at all 49 different model numbered Sowbellys. But I hope you enjoyed the look at this. Had a lot of fun showing you these knives over the years. And won't be able to show you another Rough Rider until they release one. Really looking forward to the long rifle series. That's been in their catalog for quite some time. I think even before January. And they still have not released that. So I don't know what's going on with that particular knife. But I'm looking forward to them putting that one out. And I'll be buying that when it does finally arrive. But that's going to do it for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you stick around for the slideshow. We'll see you next time. Take care.